Greetings, people of YouTube and of the vinyl sorts. Um, this is, I guess, a response to a thread post. I think it was started by Mr. Bizarro, and then I saw that Derek posted a little video of him just playing his guitar and his bass. I thought I would just give a little quick tour of my instruments that I have around at least. I'll try to keep this under the 10-minute mark, so hopefully I won't go too much over. Anyways, I have to kind of bring this computer with me. I'm at my dad's house, and this is where I usually record at. Anyways, the first little thing I want to show is my nephew's little fold-out keyboard, which you just heard. It does get used. It's a kid's toy. I am a sucker for um like Casios from the 80s and just kid instruments in general. I like the sounds. I like the quirky nature of the sounds that are preset in them, and I use them in a lot of my recordings. And I guess I should probably start leaving the link to my Bandcamp page in the description of my videos so that people can actually hear this music I keep talking about. But anyways, see if I can get this on camera here. It's a little full. It's a little roll-out pad, and even when you move it, it makes noises because it's so sensitive. So let's see if I can put it down here so it won't make too much noise. Anyways, you can see here's the end of it, which has the volume controls and stuff. But yeah, so it's kind of hard to play, but you know it's fun, and I really like the weird drum sounds. Where's the rhythms? There. Yeah, it's got really strange rhythms and stuff. Anyways, this will be a little tough, so I don't know how I'm gonna really do this. It'd be better if I actually had a camera of my own, so don't mind me as I kind of move things around a bit. But I'm gonna show you my keyboard that I got when I was about 16. Kind of bring this stuff to the ground here. Anyways, this is my Yamaha DJX, which hasn't been used in a real long time. It was on a lot of my older recordings, and it's now making its return on the next Solar System record, which I hope to put out on vinyl. And since I brought that up, I'm still waiting on the bank to send me my debit card so I can set up my Amazon business account for my Kickstarter project to be finalized, because all the people that donate to the cause of releasing my record on vinyl, it goes to their Amazon account. They're affiliated with Amazon, so all my donations go to them, and I need to have a debit card for that, and which I don't have because I'm broke. So I'm waiting for that to come in the mail, so hopefully soon. Anyways, I don't really know if you can see this thing, but just kind of showing you. There's the keyboard. There's all that. My phone's ringing, but these people are gonna have to wait. Anyways, like I said, it's kind of a weird angle, but and of course it has, you know, your typical piano sounds and stuff. As you can hear, I'm I'm not a keyboard player at all. It is the weakest. That's the weakest instrument for me to play. I can barely play the thing. I'm really a drummer. My primary instrument is drums. You guys have seen my guitar before, but I don't think I've showed my little amp. I don't own an actual real big amp, so all I own is this Vox A1 or AC1 Rhythm Vox practice amp, which is pretty cool. It's got drum machine kind of built into it, and I'll just play some of those drum loops. You know, when I'm working on my hip hop record, I can just turn this thing on. So I'll show you my guitar. It's a Dan Electro U2 model reissue, which I have at one point painted half black because I wanted it to look like Sid Barrett's Dan Electro that he used in the early Pink Floyd days, but I left the neck purple, as you can see, and then I let random people decorate the rest of it, and I covered it with stickers. And if you can see, they're all kind of faded, but these all along here, I'm not a technical person. I don't even know what this is even called, but they're all Maxell cassette stickers from when I used to 4-track constantly, and I just kind of put on here. And so yeah, I'll just play a little bit. I don't think you can really see if you can get a little bit of a. See that these kind of videos is where having an actual webcam itself would be much better. So as you can see, I play strange and my pick's on the floor. I tried playing the normal way and I couldn't do anything, but that's all that came out of me when I tried. So but yeah, so this is my guitar and my little amp. And then this little amp has really great distortion, which I love using. There's that. There's the guitar. I don't own a bass guitar, but I'm borrowing the lead singer of my band's bass. It's a Washburn Taurus bass, which I played drums in a band called Cody Stage Fright, but when we formed about 5 years ago, I was actually playing bass. I don't really know why Jim asked me to play bass, because I'm not a bass player, really. I'm not even a guitar player, to be honest. I mean, when I was a teen, I figured that's when I figured out I could kind of play these other instruments and just kind of do other things, but I'm really not a guitarist by any means, but I like running this bass out of my keyboard. It has, much better low end, and I'm all tangled up here. As you can see, presentation is not my strong suit. I'm very much a spur of the moment type of person, and I just got inspired by the videos and just wanted to show off some stuff. So I don't know if we can actually get this to where you can see me play strange again, but we'll give it a shot. And after this, I'll just play a little drums. So, but yeah, I started playing bass in the band, and I begged Jim to let me play drums because I'm a drummer. I'm not no bass player, but I like the fuzz that I get off this too when I turn it up really loud. So, just play some fuzzy stuff for a second. Defuzz it a bit. So there's the bass that I use on all my recordings that I don't actually own, but okay, so now an instrument that hopefully I won't sound too much like crap on. I shouldn't. I've been playing since I was like 4. Is the drums. Let me just see if I can get these drums in the shot here. There, that's good enough. So I guess I'll do a little talking behind the kit for a second. These are my dad's Tamas. They're an 80s model. I couldn't tell you which the name of the model, but my drums are 1965 Rogers Holiday kit, which I grew up learning how to play on, that my dad gave me a few years ago, and that's what I used to play drums in Cody Stage Fright. And yesterday I had a good practice, at least for me. I played really good, and I took out some frustration. I broke two drumsticks in the process and knocked one of my rack tom right off the kit during one of the songs, but it was fun. It was much needed. Instead of doing something stupid like picking a fight with somebody or something, I just bash out on the drums. So, anyways, like I said this video was going to be under 10 minutes or stop at the 10-minute mark, and it's like 12, so I'll just get to playing a little bit. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll just end on a little impromptu drum solo, I guess.